I'm at home.
And I just hit record. Uh, you broke up. I didn't catch you.
There's construction outside. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go somewhere where it's not as loud. Let's see. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just trying to pick the camera I want to use. I want to use this one. So
Okay.
since I've been recording and people are getting a semi tour of your house on this glorious Friday afternoon.
Oh, that already happened. Excellent.
Excellent, excellent. Because I always like to tell people how the rules of this interview work as soon as I hit record. And so we're going to talk about what you've been up to in the blockchain space now that I've seen most of the ceiling of your house.
Okay. So I started my blockchain journey with BankU early 2017, late 2016. Before that, I was just reading and researching, but just dove right into a startup at the end of early 2016. And we have had an Ethereum-based SaaS, blockchain as a service, digital identity as the foundation of the platform.
Mm-hmm.
And it went really well. We were doing a lot of things in the social impact space. Then most recently, I just joined Consensys and am focused more on government blockchain solutions. So across kind of various use cases. So that's kind of the story. So I guess late 2016 is when I started getting really, really involved. But before that, it was just reading. Cool. And now there's no turning back. I can't do anything else.
Excellent, excellent. Maureen, I'm stealing a quote from Maureen. She said that blockchain is like CrossFit. You either like it or love it, or like it or hate it, rather. Yeah. And so now that you're in this space, and I love that your email is up on the screen, so I don't have to give it to people.
Oh, excellent.
So tell us, what have you been doing you've got about 3 minutes left. Tell us what you've been doing at Consensys, or what Consensys is working on.
Yeah, so Consensys is actually in the process of launching their DC office. Mm-hmm. We have several people now in our DC team with a focus on federal and state government solutions across different types of use cases. And for example, one thing that we've been working on is considering a solution on blockchain for the opioid crisis. As you know, tens of thousands of lives are lost, have been lost, and the numbers are increasing. And we are thinking of a recovery token, and some behavioral economics is going to have to go into the design of the thing. And we have Tori Adams, who is leading that up from our team, and she's speaking on a little plug. She's speaking on Monday. So if you go to your meetups in DC, you'll find out more details about that.
I think that meetup is with Heather Flannery, organized by Heather Flannery.
Yes,
and has Dr. Pierre Vigilance and Dr. Tiffany Gray on the panel. That's
right. And Tiffany's a part of your team, right?
Yes, she's a smart person in the healthcare space. She has a doctorate in public health, a DRPH, as well as a master's in public health for. I'm gonna get this wrong. I think it's child and maternal health, and then PhD in health behaviors, something like that. Yeah,
she's amazing. I actually met her at the Blockchain and Health Conference recently. Last week, was it last week? Time is flying.
Excellent. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how she can work with the Consensys team, particularly since it's something she's passionate about. I'll let you borrow her for a little while, because smart people are smart people. So why did you guys choose the opioid crisis?
It's something that Tori felt passionate about, and you can hear more about it. If you've seen her, I don't know if there's a video of her telling the story of why she is so passionate about it. I don't want to steal her thunder, but I think at Consensys, we are a flat organization, and this is something that is, it's a big problem. It's a big challenge. We have someone that feels passionate about it, and I think the company is behind her and letting her go forward and exploring a solution. So
that's
yeah.
awesome. Yeah, this is like you're like the second employee of Consensys that said that they have ownership of their work product. And so we're gonna have to talk to whoever's in Consensys coming up with these crazy rules that let people feel good about what they're doing and give some ownership. It's way too radical, way too radical.
Right.
So in the last 60 seconds, you should, one, say your name and introduce yourself. Two, tell us how people can contact you other than I can see your email. And three, tell us what you're passionate about or what your passion project is in the space.
Okay. I'm Shailee Adinolfi. I can be reached via Shailee, SHAILEE Adinolfi, ADINOLFI at consensys.net or through LinkedIn. And what I'm passionate about, one thing I'd love to do, which is, I don't know if this is going to work, but this is a side passion project, is blockchain-based contracts for actors, dancers in the theater scene and commercials and things like that, because unless you're big time in Hollywood or like a big TV star, just because my brother's an actor, I feel passionate about this. And I know the community, you just get treated so poorly. Even the equity is good at giving them some basic rights, but the pay is terrible. The conditions sometimes are so terrible, and I think that they deserve more than what they're getting from the shows that they're delivering. So unless you're the big star, you don't get as much as you deserve, especially when you have some of the creative ownership over something that turns big.
That's actually very interesting. I'm loving it. I had a conversation about blockchain being the largest union in the world, and so we're discussing that. And so I'm gonna quote President Obama when talking about Tom Brady. If Tom Brady needs a union, you do too. So,
Exactly.
So I like the idea of leveraging blockchain to help union workers do their union things, at least until the AIs take over. So. I just want to thank you for letting us ambush you completely unprepared and being such a rock star as you always are. And so we'll upload this to the internet. Only a couple people are going to watch it. And that's it. So thank you very much. And I'm going to hit pause on this recording.
All right. Thank you. Bye.